Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Prosperous Ronnie Family, the national chairperson for say no to George Weah Camp 2029.
Say no to George Weah Camp 2029?
Yeah, Camp 2029 election.
How is it?
We have more than hundreds of reasons why George Weah be re-elected in our country anymore longer. We established this group to see how best to go in the trenches and go in the bushes and make the people to understand that the casualty and dollar damages that George Weah have caused over the 6 years of our country. Today in Liberia, Liberians have tested George Weah and they gave him power. The power they gave George Weah never delivered towards the people of this country. He damaged the fabric of our economy. He damaged the society. And today our society has been damaged by the so-called the CDC. So based upon that, we now as a Liberian and as a national state actors, a politician and human rights activists, we group ourselves on Kerry Street and Liberia at large. We come up with the institution to say no to George Weah presidency comes 2029. And sooner possible, we will be coming with thousands of counts to inform the Liberian people that why George Weah should not be re-elected as president of our nation.
So, formally, last time we called with you and we said this discussion for specifically the president's national address response and other different trending issues as well. Now, if we talk about stopping George Weah from returning to power, it means that one of the major issues is the creation of jobs. There were widespread, reaction for the president's national address as relates to 70,000 jobs. Do you think this government is creating jobs? That data was seriously refuted by members of the public.
Supporters of the opposition camp. So all those individuals that make their statements and the bounce of government, they are seditious. But let me make you to understand, if you listen to the information minister, Honorable Jeremy Weah, he made it very clear that 70,000 jobs was given towards the Liberian people in a period of 2 years. And there was category that was definitely outlaid by this identical information ministry. When you get to youth export, you get segment on the youth export that it gave opportunity towards the young people in our country. If you come to information ministry, you come to LEC, you get to public war, you will get to understand the amount of people that they are included on government payroll over the 2 years or in the 1 year 6 month period. So when government coming out to tell you 700,000 people were given opportunity, it's not a lie. That identical data, it has some level of triviality. And it's true, you can see it, it's vivid. So what opposition need to be doing now, they need to create ways to see how best they will have the opportunity, God forbid, to even come back come 2029. But opposition, they are not doing anything. We are not seeing no means of strategy for them, but they only lambasting on government on the basis of rhetoric.
But if you're talking about that data, do you have any comparative analysis in terms of Weah's own jobs that he created and that of this government? Does that overpass in terms of the 2 years you look at the both government?
I think the government is doing well, and the government will never give plus to the government because the government has spent 2 years and they have given 700,000 people jobs in Liberia over the past a few times. So the government going for 6 years. Let's assume 700,000 jobs have been created and been given to the Liberian people. So in a period of 4 years, you know how many jobs will be created? Don't forget the yellow machine is coming, and that's why the yellow machine will be here. So when the yellow machine comes, it will be another opportunity for young people to have the opportunity to get jobs. We also brought the 36 boxes. Young people are also being included and being placed to transport ministry and down off or how do they call them? NTA, right? And they are being included now in NTA, and they are professional drivers. They are also getting given jobs. So these are some of the situations. So in the 6th year, it will even be more than the 700,000 jobs that are being created.
The government making the power based on the arrest agenda.
Yeah.
And so, based on your own analysis, in the past for 2 years now.
Let's look at the arrest agenda, right?
Yes.
The arrest agenda talk about agriculture, right? You talk about rule. You talk about rules of law. You talk about education. You talk about sanitation and health. And you talk about tourism. Let's look at the road project, right? Let's start with my county, Cape Mount. Cape Mount came to exist 1416 by a Portuguese sailor that intruded into Cape Mount and named Cape Mount Wakolo. Right? Meaning under the rock. When that county came to exist, the Cape Mountainers never thought that they were going to have the opportunity ever in their life to even have a decent road now that will be parable to bring the materials or goods and services to town. Today, under the jurisdiction of authority of Joseph Yumo Boakai, we have a quota now in Robertsport City from Robertsport now to Madina Junction. It's a plug on the basis of road. On the basis of the road, today, the government has just erected a road project from all the way from JMB Avenue going to Broken Washington Institute and passing through Madigo Quarter and coming connecting with Vata Market.
Where? In which county?
In Mount Dibi County. You need to.
I know it was ongoing.
It was ongoing, but it has been completed right now. So these are some of the things we are saying. We're not just saying because we want to talk. Besides that, in a 2 years period under this government, the government has also created 783 kilometers of road in 11 counties. Under the Washington, we take it. Let's talk about take your time on the basis of this argument. We come to the disco with fine and triviality. We don't just come because we want to talk. These are things that we are seeing, we can see, we test, and we see. So I'm not just saying abstract things. I'm saying things that have evidence of. Right. I'm saying things that I've made research of and have control over it. So I'm not just talking because I want to talk. In 11 counties, the government has produced 783 kilometers of road in 11 counties. Go to the southeast today. You can leave from here today and go to Grand Jire and read the scene there. You can leave from here today and go to River G and reach today.
Those are all dusty roads. They say, people say that's so dusty roads.
Why you got doing Weah time people are going to those counties?
Weah time people are not going to those counties. People need to spend 1 month, 1 week on the road. Weah time people used to use chopper to pass through Ivory Coast and enter in the southeast. Weah time that place was modeled to the extent where the former minister for public works used motorbike and the motorbike hit in the mud. She never even have the access to pass through. This is a calamity, and that was the disaster they created for us. This is all. This is Maraconis. You can see it. This is all the disaster they created for us. But today, the roads are parable. People can go today and enter in Grand Cru. Today, these are some of the things we are saying. So the United Party not just come on the basis of rhetorics. They came on the basis of platform. And this platform, they came on the arrest agenda. So we just discussing one segment of the platform, which is the rule. Today, you can look at the situation from all the way district number 15, from looking down cinema. You see the road extension now, and you see the beautification of that area. You can be on a road and you think you're out of the country because the way government extended that road. These are some of the things that are happening on the old man Joseph Yumo Boakai. So the government also talk about agriculture. Today, under the watchful eye of Joseph Boakai, government has just given subsidy to all agriculturalists who are basically local farmers. That we refer to them as local farmers. They're giving a stampede and they're being interested now in agriculture. Boakai has built one of the biggest farms in Lofa County on the basis of agriculture, where today Liberia is producing their own rice. They only have a bigger farm today in Lofa. It never happened under George Weah. That itself is a great indication for love for country. These are some of the things that we are saying. Today, under the sea agriculture, 15 counties now have built interest in the agriculture sector of our country. They are making it more attractive because government is putting more money into the agriculture sector. And for young people who did agriculture at the University of Liberia and other universities, to see how best to go into the field and contribute towards the all living of our country. We talk about education. UN just gave World Bank just gave 50 million to the government that was infused in the agriculture sector of our country. Today,
Education.
we have the president gave that money towards agriculture ministry to the minister and he infused it in the education sector. As I speak to you now, there are ongoing projects of various schools to be erected in the 15 counties of our republic. The education yesterday is not the education today.
Why you say so? What's the difference?
Because currently now, the president has boosted education section. Even MCSS are very attractive now. The desks yesterday they were using is not the desks that government gave them. Go and check in those various areas or the MCSS school system. See the way they are very attractive now under the jurisdiction and watchful eye of this president. You can know that the system of academicism, of academia is different. Yesterday, the Madam Salisa education system was a mess. When John Weah came and solidified the argument wherein young people was not very interested in education, they were giving jobs to people who was just get dropped out, people who was novice towards the democracy of our country, people who were novice towards the presidency, people who were novice towards governance. These are people they gave opportunity to. People who was college dropped out, people who was even not a college student. So you saw the CDC at the time mess up. But today, the government prioritized education. They gave it jobs to people who are BSc holder, who are master's holder, or who are even PhD holder.
CDC always goes on free education at UL and other public higher learning institutions. What do you have to say to that also?
But the government also goes on free education at the University of Liberia. So when you say CDC goes of education, free education, what do you mean by CDC goes of free education?
Because they brought those
What determined that? Free education was here before even free education was here even before the ascendancy of George Weah.
Where?
Or the former president, Charles Jabana Gange Taylor, also contributed to free education at the State One University and other universities around here. He took the initiative to give back to the Liberian people. That's what Boakai is doing currently now. Today, you can see the society are very attractive and they are very remedy are very put into place on the basis of the rule of law. You can no longer see the proliferation of drugs in our society any longer. Today, you can't go in community again, you'll be in Barwe with Zogo.
Zogo are still here.
Take your time, my brother. Take your time. The proliferation of Zogo increasing gradually yesterday cannot be compared to as today. Most of the community now are being curtailed. The government has curtailed those acts or actions by those individuals. No more longer proliferation of ghettos in various communities. These are things that the government is doing. Go West Point and see the way things are today. You can go in Westmore, you swing your hair with your phone. No one embarrass you anymore longer. Because the
Which hour are you talking
government
about?
are discussing about 10 or 11 o'clock in Westmore.
In the night.
In the night.
You can walk with your phone
You can walk with your phone in your hand.
Wow.
No one take it from you.
Wow.
Because there are remedy have been put into place on the basis of the interest of serving the people that the women told to protect and see how best to deliver to the Liberian people.
CDCians, there were protection by state security to the people.
When judgment were moving with ammunition in this country, when DOC or ROC were moving with pistol, then you say, amen. Oh, you don't know DOC, right? Yeah, it just came to you.
Yeah, very soon.
They have the drugs cartel leaders that they call DOC in Liberia.
They were private, they were affiliated with CDC.
Oh, they were a strong supporter of CDC and they were a strong supporter of coaching. So these are things, and even then they used to boast. When government decide to see our best to run action upon them, they come out. End of the day, Vinabono take rice, bag of rice, and take food stuff and food materials with money and give it to them. When the ordinary people are in destitution of urgent poverty, people cannot even have food to eat on a table. And you give it drugs people money.
We are there, our drugs there. Yo, say no to Weah, yo. Today the working in school and see you. Mother President Weah with you, yo.
So these are some of the situations that we are saying. And these are things that we are saying that the government is doing. Today, let's go to tourism. Under the 1 hour of Jeremy PR for Information Ministry along with the government, I decided to remove tourism and make it as an entity by itself that will have the capacity to generate revenue for our country budget. Yesterday, Information Ministry was placed in the matador. That identical sector of government was not proactive. But go today and see Information Ministry. See the rapid development that have been going on the great Jeremy PR and that of Donald Sando and other working forces with Information Ministry. These are things that the government have brought, and they have made tourism now to be attractive. That's the reason why the government is focusing on Cape Town Road. Because Cape Town is a tourist center, and most people will come from Europe and other parts of the world to come and even see the Blue Lake.
One of the issues that people have with the former government is the issue of the fight against corruption. Some people believe that this government is doing little to fight corruption. See, you accuse a lot of people in the past, or this government accused a lot of people in the past of being corrupt, but I think quite recently just 3 persons went to jail, but now we should be having more than that number.
Then when you say few people went to jail, no one said no one went to jail. Yesterday, no one went to jail when people corrupt them.
Went to jail.
Hello.
You're not going to jail, but you were sentenced.
Then while you beating your own self with your own logic and you bring it towards the disco. Take your time.
Go ahead.
Today, honor the 1 hour of Waka. Waka has set precedent politically and brought vastness and value and political taste to the discourse. Against the fight of corruption today in our country. Today, 2 persons have been sentenced 5 years each. They in the central prison of the Republic of Liberia today. Honor President Baka. Yesterday, when Nathaniel Maggie Bill gave out a mansion for his mother and killed millions of dollars and put air conditioning in grave, President Weah never took action on him. Yesterday, when Samuel 12 took the 25 million and put it in wheelbarrow and share it with marketeers along with Bureau. Joe Weah never took action upon him. The system will come up to the extent where even Nathaniel Maggie brought his sister to fund a ministry who was a 6th-grade dropout and was a collector for tithe in the church. End of the day, when she went for confirmation at the house of the legislator, they asked her the meaning of what is meaning of finance and banking. She said Jesus. The government never took action on any of them. But today, under the leadership of Joseph Human Barkai, you have more than 4 officials or 5 or 15 officials under this government. They are no longer in those various positions. They are undergoing investigations.
Yeah, but one of the things, but you just dismiss them, maybe tell them to go and sit down, suspend it, and they're not going to court. They're not going to jail. They're not being found guilty of corruption.
Take your time, my brother. Information
that could be a strategy.
Information needs strategy and plan before implementation. We need to collect data here. We're discussing morality on the basis of vices and taste politically. So if I say this man is alleged or he did this, they are not yet proving beyond a reasonable doubt that they man did this. But under the basis of the rule of law, we got to check beyond a reasonable doubt that they man did this. So the government is stepping by finding data to see how best to come with conclusion to implement the justice that they promised that they brought people for. Away. So that's the reason why these are things that the government is doing on the basis of the rule of law. So 2 persons now have been victimized and been judged beyond all reasonable doubt. So they have been placed beyond by in 2 years period. The government going for 6 years.
So there are other views about Joseph Weah going for second term. When you not even completed, most of you are supporting Weah talking about second term now. You not completed your first term. What assurance are you people giving the government or the Liberian people for Weah to go for another 6 years?
On the basis of the action that Weah is taking and bringing validity towards the discourse. On the basis of implementation of what he promised that when people for or wait, he is implementing them. The preliminary pool that was conducted by Water School, you saw the result. The Unity Party came #1. And they flogged the CDC face down to that knee.
Believe in a school, will you also be in a place ever and the class below there?
Hello.
I call it that class below there, but the posting argument.
Hello.
The both schools,
the preliminary pool that was conducted, opinion pool that was conducted, the opposition was waiting to see how best to get the defeat of the ruling establishment. But it was quite unfortunate. And they got the result. If the government was not working, you're going to see the result was going to change. But the government is doing well. On the basis of the reformation of Nigeria, today all sectors have been changed under the government. You are taking a look of the Weah Bridge. Today, in the first time of our history, from 1822 up to 1839, up to 1847, for Liberia now to come and be walking over Weah Bridge, the first time in the history of this country, under Joseph Weah. Today, for Peace Island to be connected with 72nd, is happening under this government. In the process of developing country, road is one of the most priority. Electricity is one of the most priority. Water is one of the most priority. Today, under Joseph Weah, water is in the 15th county of the Republic of Liberia. As I speak to you now, yesterday, the first for water and sewer under the jurisdiction and the Watford Act of Mo Ali, along with Patrick and Santiki, the document is yesterday, giving the people what they voted for. Today, for the crew man, the crew woman that will come from the sea or kingdom and have access to powerful water is under the jurisdiction of the Watford Act of President Weah. Today, for President Weah to stop all the crew people to not no longer drink from creek or drink running water, along with fetches and both and spring from, because they are human beings and they have access to this country, is under Joseph Weah. So what the argument, what the CDC government bringing towards the discourse that will induce the Liberian people government to vote for their come 2029. What a change! President Weah something for 50 million at myself. How many million you ever took for them to bring towards the citizens? To give it to them who are languishing on the street on a day-to-day basis, who cannot even afford a meal a day, to contribute towards their life, to vote for income 2029. So let me tell you something. You can fool people some of the time, but you can't fool people all of the time. This time around, the politics in our country will not be on the basis of rumors or cheap gapping. It will be on the basis of tangibles. It will be on the basis of reality. It will be on the basis of things that you have done, and the people have seen, they have seen, and they have taught.
Before we let you go, let's talk a bit about how you started on this group. Like you said, you guys have funded the group. Say no to Weah. How do you intend to engage in the community?
I was starting it now on the social media.
How large is this group? How large is this group?
We more than 5,000 currently. And I can speak to you now. More members of KV Street are members of Say No to Weah presidency. And we are already in the 15 counties of the Republic of Liberia.
No,
listen. And we already started engaging in the 17th district of Mosquito County. Sooner or later, we will be launching our institution. And Liberians will come out because enough is enough. Liberia are paying more to George Weah than George Weah paying back to Liberia. Today, on the shoulder of Liberia is where George Weah rise to permanent. It was God that gave you the opportunity to leave this country to enter Hero. When you went Hero and got the accolades, what was the contribution he brought back to Liberia? As a world best, African best, European best. He never did anything. Today, our sport arena has died perpetually and been placed in a matador. When Mohamed Kalon left Sierra Leone and entered Hero, when he came back and retired, he built stadium in his hometown. Today, where Sierra Leone are benefiting. Samuel Eto'o left from Cameroon when he came back to Cameroon. He contributed towards the upliftment of the football career in Cameroon. Ivory Coast, Didier Drogba, Apeti Pele, Ghana, he built stadium. But today, even in the hometown of Grand Cru County, John Weah even have a cassava park that what we will call football stadium.
Thank you. Finally.
So I want to say to you people, enough is enough. And all those thieves and Mickey Mouse and hyenas that behind him, that begging him to come again, 2029 go for playing to contest. The old man will be flat on it. We will go back on his knee and we are clear. 2029 is not a play where people will come and market the image of this identical country. We will not be worthy again to give our serious country to someone who don't understand the essence of democracy, who don't understand the essence of good governance, who cannot understand the essence of government, and tell us don't go back to them. No way. The owner will continue the project that he will start to, and he will continue the project after 2029 because Liberia need to shine. That's why all the sectors now have been revamped. Go to fund our ministry and see the process have been revamped. These are things that we are saying. The real change is here. Thank you. God bless Liberia and God bless DN-News. Thank you very much.
And so I want to say thank you to the press. And that was the voice of the national chairman. There's no way we're going to bring this Weah back. I want to say thank you to DN-News. And thank you to all of our followers. Look forward to you guys next time. This is the Say No to Weah movement. We are here each and every day telling you the people, the chief of President Waka. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.